but every single one of you are going to get punished by God. You cannot escape God. You cannot escape God. I'm gonna say that again. You cannot escape God, not even with the mask or 6 feet. Okay? 6 feet, like I said before, is military protocol. You're trying to get the people to train them, so when the cameras, the 5G comes out, what? They're gonna scan everybody. We gotta get scanned. We gotta get temperatured. The kids have to go to school with masks. Are you insane? Are you crazy? I think all of you should be in a psych ward right the heck now, because none of you know what the hell you are all talking about. This is insane. And then you want to open this meeting with a prayer to God. Are you praying to the devil? Because God is not listening to that prayer. Because all of you are practicing the devil's laws. What happened to Bill Gates? Why is he not in jail? Why is Hillary Clinton not in jail? Why are all of these pedophiles that are demanding you all to listen to their rules? Why are they not in jail? Oh, is it because you're part of them? Are you part of the deep state?
Your time has expired.
The deep state is going down. And if any of you are in the deep state, you're going down with it.
And hello, everybody, hello, and welcome to We Synced It. Yes, it is a weekly podcast that focuses in on all the movies, TV, and the entertainment in between. I am one of your hosts, Pat.
And this is Kev.
And this is Josh.
This is Adam.
And how is everybody doing today?
It's the thuggish, ruggish bone.
It seemed like it needed that, you know? It seemed like that rant needed some thuggish, ruggish bone, you know?
Some extra?
Yeah, it needed some. Yeah, it needs some texture to it, because that thing, it needed a soundtrack. What she needed was somebody with a boombox just playing that song in the background, like, yeah, I feel you.
Like in that, John Cusack can say anything.
Do you think that when she was ranting, there was a person in the back of the room, another conspiracy theorist that was thinking, damn, she's spitting bars.
Got it on lock. I bet you there's a few people that were going to go up, and then they were like, hey, you know what? I don't have to go up anymore.
No, she said everything.
Because she already said what I needed to say.
She killed. Like she was a comedian. She fucking killed. How am I supposed to go again? How am I supposed to go up after Dave Chappelle? How am I supposed to do that? Oh my god, yo. The thing that was crazy about that whole rant that she went on is that there was an answer for everything that she was saying, but she was spewing out so much like stuff that it was like, you're like, but wait, okay, but it was like one of those. what's that comedian who touches kids? What's that dude's name? The director who touches kids.
Oh, Brett Weinstein?
No, the director,
wait.
sir.
The director.
Roman Polanski.
No, he's Jewish.
Woody Allen?
He married his
Woody Allen.
Woody Allen. It's like that. You have the Woody Allen. I'm trying.
Hold up. I just want to say, we had to go through how many directors in order to get to Woody Allen?
Oh, no, well, Kevin gave the the first director. Adam gave a producer. I said comedian, which is like all categories that we've seen. Oh, that's a game all by itself. That's a drinking game all by itself.
Yo.
That's all.
It's a horrible drinking game.
We got some stuff to create.
You puke.
Yeah. We could play that game.
What did this character go to jail for? Was it A?
We could do a
That's
heads
the thing,
up
dude.
and make
None of them
the
went to
fucking
jail
profiles
except
people
white
that have been in
guys.
Hollywood.
Ding, ding,
One that went to
ding!
jail.
None of the above.
Dude.
Actually, no. The guy that went to another guy that went to jail was the guy that did Jeepers Creepers.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Right.
That movie was good. I love that movie, but I hate it when a movie or content you like seems to be backed up by actual fucked up shit the creator does, right? And it's like, God damn it!
Because then it makes you feel creepy.
Good in the fucking source material. That's why it's got good.
Because then it makes you feel creepy. Okay, that's why.
Well, I mean,
no, it's creepy because it's content that's coming from legit terrible source material.
Well, I mean, some people do say some of the greatest comedians they live like bad lives or some shit like that, right? But I mean, given the circumstances, what's that? John Carlin. I don't think he's ever done anything as rash as any of these comedians like Louis C.K. or the new founder into the Creep Club,
Chris D'Elia.
Chris D'Elia. Have you seen like I
Chris
haven't
the no number
I haven't seen any
D'Elia.
new posts from him or anything, but I know that he's still posting up his podcast.
He
Really?
spoke to Andrew
think
Schultz, and Andrew Schultz was trying to get some things cleared up. He gets like, "Yo, man, I'm gonna be talking about you. I want to just like, I can't be talking about you either way unless I get these things cleared up. So like, what's the deal?" And he's getting all his evidence and shit together, but he says he's good. Is what he says. He's like, all right. He's got to roll with it for now. But Chris D'Elia is definitely like gathering all of his evidence and shit right now to build a case against to cover his ass. That's the last I heard. But that's from comedian.
Well,
to
I mean,
comedian.
there was. So he's just building evidence. That's okay.
As he's given as much evidence as he can to the contrary that he's whatever.
That he's on up and up.
He answered the question like a politician, which he didn't answer it, and he gave a runoff, a change of subject type thing. It was very, and he
barely
didn't
went in
apologize
and
for
then he
shit.
fluffed
He
it.
apologized, but he didn't apologize.
He admitted to
The
being
the
a
part
creep.
the part that made it worse was that he said, "Yeah, I let my lifestyle get the better of me, and I apologize for that." It's like, why'd you say that?
Yeah, he admitted to being a creep. That's like he admitted to it. Like I'm a creep kind of thing. The thing that got me with the Chris D'Elia whole thing, the whole thing about Chris D'Elia thing. Damn, I said thing 4 times in that whole fucking statement. But it was the fact that I told you guys that when I was on Twitter, I saw that somebody who posted up something saying, I don't get it. When let me know when Chris D'Elia begins starts to be funny. And then he came back with a snapback at that dude. Like, this was 6 years ago, right? And then that guy found that tweet, or whatever that tweet. He found that Twitter, and he responded after the Chris D'Elia thing, meaning like he was so hurt about that statement that was said to him that he finally was like, "I'm gonna get you back," and it's like, dog. You couldn't live your life knowing that Chris D'Elia, like, to me, it seems like it's like one of those like American History X kind of shit moment. It never happened in the movie, but I'm always thinking like somebody who's shaving their head, but they're shaving their head with like a printout of the tweet in the mirror. He says, "This motherfucker just said that," and it's like it's darkly lit. And it's thunder, it's thunder lightning outside, and you just see him just shaving his head. He says, "He said that to me."
Like Al Pacino in Taxi.
Yes, and he just shaving his head, just looking at it like, "I can't believe he said that to me." And then they just waiting for the right time. It's like, today's the day. You see him like holding his kid, like he's already grown old. He's holding his kid, and then he says, "Oh, Chris D'Elia just found of sexual harassment." He just drops his kid. It's time. It's like, yo, what kind of person does that, dog? People on the
Somebody
internet.
that's disturbed, yeah.
Yeah, dog. It's like,
It's that
yo, you don't
ego,
let
man.
shit. Yeah, you don't let shit just die, bro. Like when somebody burns you, man, or gets you, you just got to be like, huh, all right, that was a good one. You got me good. And on top of that, he's the one he started the burn. He started the burn, and then Chris D'Elia, snuffed it. That's the whole thing, man. But
So what was his reply back to him?
yeah.
I always knew you were a pervert.
Yeah, that's all. Yo, oh my god, dog. But yo,
And then a lot of people have been commenting about his fan club because he calls his
The
fans
babies.
babies.
yeah,
So now it's like someone posted a meme like everyone who bought his baby merchandise, and it's that meme of Homer Simpson like hiding in the bushes, like, oh shit, like, oh.
Oh my god, dog.
Yeah,
Ooh.
man.
I mean, are you guys? So what's your views on Chris D'Elia? What's your views on him? Are you guys like done with him, or is it like one of those?
I was never
take
a
it or leave
fan.
it? You were never a fan of Chris?
Yeah, I never watched this shit, and I didn't really find him funny.
I'm done with him.
You done?
Yeah.
What if his evidence finds that it was all falsified, just like Justin Bieber?
I believe
He
him.
still admitted that he's a creeper though. Like
He's a creep.
But he does,
but here's the
he does
thing.
shit that's.
But here's the thing: aren't we all creeps?
People
Everybody.
can be creepy, just like people can be evil.
Yeah.
Everybody can be.
That's what I'm saying. Like when it comes down
So what
to
creepy stuff do you
But
do, Pat?
no, not like that.
There's
I don't
a,
do creepy stuff like
the
that. But I'm talking about like
consistency and frequency with which you creep on
there's
makes you a
creepacy.
creeper.
Yeah, there's a creepacy.
He's a creep because he's pretty fairly consistent about this.
I don't know if what you call like a normal person's creepy, because then like stuff like this happens. Like you can't call yourself a creep. You can't Radiohead yourself through life. You can't do it because like shit, man. Because if you calling yourself that, then somebody like Chris D'Elia or Weinstein or R. Kelly comes out and people are calling him a creep. Now you're in a bag of just creeps and like, oh, I'm not creepy like that. I'm creepy like, if my girl wants to do some
there's
crazy
levels.
stuff. Yeah, it's like, yo, my girl wants to do some crazy stuff, I'm down for like, exhibitionist kind of shit. I'm with it.
That's not creepy. It's creepy when it's unwanted and unwarranted by somebody else that
And
whatever you want to
underage.
be doing.
Oh,
Right?
okay. Well, I guess I'm not a creep then.
No,
guess
you're
I'm
a
not-
free fucking spirit, bro. You voyeuristic fucking guy.
That's not
Yeah,
voyeuristic.
you
I don't want to see
You
somebody
OnlyFans
doing that.
coming out. We're working on the graphic design and promo shit right now.
doesn't mean that you're creepy, Pat. It means that you're kinky.
You're perverted.
Well, I told you what I want my OnlyFans to be. I just want my dick on the stage and just doing a one-man show. That's it. Light and everything.
so what are you gonna do in the next
I
20
want you to
minutes,
Start with
Pat?
Abraham Lincoln, the one man show.
Yeah.
In his log cabin.
407 years ago, our founding fathers just had my dick just doop, 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 doop. It'd be amazing, though.
For those that didn't see that because you're just listening to
And I want the YouTube
he was
React
wiggling
videos.
an appendage.
I want the YouTube React videos. That's what I want.
Huh?
I want the YouTube React videos.
Oh, yeah.
So you know what you do? You spend a little bit of money and you get people off of the street in the mall and shit. Like, hey, would you like to do a survey? And you have them come in and be like, how did this make you feel? And you just show them all this weird shit. Actually, you know what? I would love to do something like that. That sounds so funny, man. To pull people randomly off the street to get surveyed. You tell me pay them $25 and give them a meal. And then you have them watch some stupid, fucking crazy ass
See,
movie.
in order for you to get it, you have to watch the whole thing. Say the whole thing? How long is it? Like 45, 50 minutes. I don't want it that bad. Say, yo, I mean, it's up to you. Dog, they used to do surveys at malls, man.
I
They don't
know.
do- they don't do that no more. I mean, because of this COVID thing, but
No, I'm sure they do it online now. It's all email or on the phone.
it ain't the same. Ain't the same walking up to somebody and asking somebody to do a survey, rather than just them just coming to the website and just doing it. It's not the same.
It's so funny. I would love to do that shit, man. Just have one person watch the video at a time. You have them just come into a tent. You spray down the tent. You have the tent with those lights. Have you actually seen any? Just on a side note, you know what? It has nothing to do with movies. I'm not going to talk about it.
Okay.
Nope.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, Justin Bieber, he is
Yes.
suing. He is suing the women's who accused him of sexual assault for $20 million. I don't think any of these women have $20 million.
Nope.
So he's not expecting to get this money, but I guess he
But
wants
their
to.
parents do.
It's a
Oh, you
statement.
think so? Well, one of them
They're
is an
underage,
actual.
right?
And everything they're fucking worth, bro.
One of them is an actual.
They're
she's,
trying to rob him of his identity and his name. That is
I
a
bet
lot.
these are all like obnoxious teenagers from like Orange County. They all have like rich parents and they're like
possible.
To play the
overly
game.
privileged
They got
and
money to
spoiled.
play the game and win or fail, right?
Well, one of them is an actual like one of these Twitter stars that Katie, she has 12.6k followers and she's only following 158
Jesus.
people. And
So she pays for all those people, huh?
no, I don't think she pays for them. I think people just
That's a lot of rounds of Fiverr payments, bro.
If you have a regular job and social media is your life,
like she
what's
has
$300?
like she has receipts. She has receipts of the what you call it, the text between her and Justin Bieber, right? She has receipts here. I made a mistake there. Like she has like receipts of her talking to Justin and.
But like you could just grab any contact from your phone and just rename it Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
And it was probably like an ex-boyfriend that was like, "Oh man, I want to do all these things to you," and then just make it look like it was Justin Bieber that wrote that.
But the thing is like, with that being
phone
said,
records.
People it's crazy what people will actually do. But they went into her history around that same time, and she was putting out like fillers towards Justin Bieber, saying like, if I ever see him, I'm gonna rape him. She was doing out all this stuff. She was throwing out all these different things, and I was like, man, that's just, she's just saying words, and then that's why I was like, boom, that's predator speech.
Words mean
the fact that I'm over here saying like, she just girls can be girls kind of thing. That's basically what I just did to her, yo. With that whole thing right there, I was like, oh, you see, that's how it starts. Like,
not predator
I can't
speech.
it's
prejudice.
Predator speech. No, it's
Prejudice.
predator speech. The fact that she said that, and I was like, she was just playing. I don't think that she would really try to rape him or anything like that. Even though she said it, and I was like, she wouldn't do it. That's the reason why I'm saying she wouldn't do it is because I'm a guy, and there's no. It's kind of physically impossible. I'm thinking like it's kind of physically impossible for a woman to try to rape you, kind of thing. But it is. It could happen if she has power.
Yeah.
No, go ahead, Kevin. I see that you're about to say something, but you didn't.
What's that?
So say something, dog. Say something, dog.
Thought on that, Kevin.
Yeah. I just want to know what
too
was
hot to touch, man. This shit's
right
too hot to touch,
what you
man.
gonna say? What you gonna say?
I forgot.
I was gonna say there is a way you can be raped, Pat.
Well,
There is, dog.
No, everybody can be. Like if she
You know what I
has
mean?
power,
They
if
could
a
give
woman
you
has
a
power.
Cialis or a Viagra, and then she, meanfully shoves your wand into her sacred
But
womb.
I'm gonna say. Hey. It's not right. It's still not right. Like nobody should be like having sex forcefully. It's just not a good thing to do. It's not a right thing to do.
I agree.
Again, anything unwarranted
but there
by
was-
the other party is just
It doesn't
not
feel
cool.
good.
But there was that lady who owned what you call it? What's that guy's name? Pauly Shore's mom. There was allegations against her that she raped Robin Williams, or she just told people to have sex with her. Like, hey,
But
if you want
that was that whole quid pro quo, right?
Yeah.
They had an option to get leverage for doing a thing, and they opted in, right? She didn't go and do raping, or did she? I don't.
I think it is, but that's the abuse of power. That goes back to
you're
Chris
looking at
D'Elia's
it
thing.
from again the stance of I'm a man, she's a female. If she was an old dude doing this to young comics that are coming up, female comics,
That's a
fucked up, right?
Quick.
So boom,
Right, it exactly is.
So that's where we're being sexist. Okay, that's what it is. We're being sexist. We're not treating her as an equal. If we were treating
don't
her as
put
a
a
straight
label
equal
on me for what
No,
you
but
just
these are laws,
said
right?
for
If the
yourself.
person's over 18 and knows how to do XYZ as an adult at 18, and they have choices they know how to make, but yet when they go into the situation where they have an option,
that's my excuse,
right, to leverage into doing a thing and getting somewhere for doing the thing, right? How is that not still their just personal choice? You know? That's where people see like, okay, well, either they're adults and they can make their own choices, even in these not, great situations, but they still have their choice. That's their choice.
Well,
and just like
you
we
could
see
always
guys have
use
had to
it
go through that
like
situation too with this lady, Pauly Shore's mom, right?
you could always
Both
use
ways.
it like, okay.
Have you seen the pictures of Pauly Shore's mom?
No, let's see him.
what made her fucking worth doing is the
She look
leverage
good?
you got. That's what it was.
True, fair enough.
And I'm sure
But
they
to be
had
honest,
a few drinks
it's one of
already.
It's one of those things like she was gorgeous. She was.
Oh, was she? I've never seen her.
Oh, you didn't see the pictures
So-
that I posted up? Like,
Did you
I'm
show
like, oh, this is-
show me?
Let me see.
And I forgot already.
Yeah, let me see. Polly Shores. Yeah, somebody talk while I find this.
All right,
I'm
well,
pulling it up over here.
go for it, Kev.
Well, Pat's sexist because he said that it's impossible for a woman to rape a man.
Maybe I should say
I
something
think
like,
there's nothing wrong with being sexist, man.
And there
What?
you go.
You know?
We are going to be shut down in the future.
There's nothing wrong with being sexist, man. It's just
Go ahead and
like being an asshole
Finite,
sexist.
Like, okay, yeah, I remember. Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Yo.
being overly sexist. Everybody's sexist. She was a very beautiful woman,
I
man.
do some leverage deals. That's all I'm saying.
but the thing is like she was married, and it
Oh.
wouldn't be like she would want
Adultery.
she wouldn't want like full on sex. She would just want you to eat her out, kind of thing. Which means it's
Okay,
like,
hey,
oh,
well,
wow.
check this out. Who's it against it in, like, you breaking the law in adultery? It's on the person that's in the relationship, not the person they adult with, right? That's outside of the marriage. She broke her law with the person she's in wedlock with.
Whose law is
So-
that? It's God's law.
Adam's talking like the
And
person
the
at fault.
courts,
Right. It depends on what state you're in, buddy. Because
Everybody's at fault. Everybody's at
Adultery
fault,
is a
man.
crime in some states.
if you're in the relationship and you commit adultery, that's you breaking your law. But the person they do the thing with, they
Why you
have
got a
nothing
star on the
to-
side of your head, man? What's going on? Is that supposed to be like some type of like a bow, a bonnet?
Because it makes me feel pretty, okay, bitch? I felt nice.
Okay. But
Yeah.
continue what you're
shit.
saying.
Does it distract you from a very serious
No,
topic?
because you're also blinking and you're doing all this stuff. So there's a skull blinking, trying to explain what
I'm just
adultery
happy
is.
he doesn't have that other face on.
There's a skull blinking, you're trying to explain what adultery is. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm gonna listen to it. So what else? What you got to say about this? I like this conversation that we're going down because it's like, to be honest, I feel like I'm trying to balance on a fucking samurai blade.
All right, this is where I'm at. Okay,
Because in
this is where I'm
society,
at.
so sex, all this shit is primal. These are people dealing with their primal shit, whatever they got going for them inside that they like and dig or whatever. They have to walk that line against society's nuances and shit. So we do have to walk lines, and it's kind of fucking. It's hard for people that have these fucking things that go against the grain of what society thinks is not cool. Delia, all right. So it's a nuance
thing.
to controlling your shit, dog.
Like not a lot of people a lot of people they tolerate
Well
Chris
said.
D'Elia. They tolerate Chris D'Elia, right? Chris D'Elia, when he does interviews with like his friends on their podcast, he's fucking hilarious. He's fucking hilarious when he goes to the Brian Callen and Brendan Schaub Fighter and the Kid show. He is hilarious, dog. When he goes on Joe Rogan's podcast, he's hilarious. But to be honest, I've only seen one stand-up, and I remember watching it twice because I fell asleep the first time, right? And I watched it the second time, and I'm like, all right, cool. There's a lot better comedians out there. Now, if this same situation was to happen to Dave Chappelle, how heartbroken would you be?
Fucking broken, dog.
Would you stop dealing with Dave Chappelle?
Yeah. Okay. So I'll explain it with the last comedian that had this whatever stupid shit happen, and he got canceled. And I was like, "Fuck! I gotta not like his shit now because that killed me with Louis C.K. dog." And that was a stupid situation. That wasn't even like. I think it's not even a thing people are like
Louis
stressing
C.K.
now.
situation. Well, I think Louis C.K. situation goes
Fucking funny.
it goes with the same thing with Weinstein. It's not as hardcore as Weinstein, meaning like you getting girls to to like actually touch you kind of thing. Anyway, his whole thing was like, I am going to jack off in front of you. and they were like, "Oh, that's a power thing. That's a power thing." That is some power. That is some like. I remember Derek. I remember Derek said to me that it was a power play because every time I went to his house, I would take a shit in his toilet. Like, that would be the first thing that I would do. And he said, it's a power move.
Dog, my house too, dog. Fuck.
Yeah. But, dog, I mean, the travel time, it's like 40, 30 minutes, man. The travel time, you know, you're in your car, you're jumping up and down. Things are moving inside your guts, man. So I got to go take a dump when I get to my location. And on top of that, back in the day, I only took dumps at places that I felt comfortable in. Now I shit anywhere, man. I would shit in somebody's backyard if they had a hole.
Well, you know, I appreciate the sentiment. You feel safe and comfy at my place.
But Derek thought it was like a power move. That's what I'm saying. Like, people thought that Louis C.K. thing was a power move. Like, he did that just because it was like that was his thing. Dog, there was a comedian who said that he did that at a party. Like, it was a whole bunch of people who went into his room, and he said, "Oh, I'm just gonna masturbate right here." And he got on the bed and started doing it in front of everybody. How is that even a joke, man? How is that? That's a joke. There's this thing that I heard. I don't think it's a joke, Pat. I think Robert and Joe Rogan said, and he said that's white boy fun. That's what it seemed like to me, dog. Because I'm like, yo, I would never, dog. Whip my dick out in front of my friends? Why? Am I on fire, dog?
You know what? I only have one.
Have you guys been stung by a freaky jellyfish? Even if you guys got stung by a jellyfish, I would second guess to whip my dick out and pee on it.
Can anybody hear?
I'll just tell the person, yo, just pee on yourself.
Yeah.
Or just pee in a cup and then pour it on the thing.
Has anybody here experienced white boy shit in their life? Right? Shit that's like, oh, that's white boy shit from your own personal experience.
White boy fun?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I can only think of like high school senior years and shit. Or like,
that's exactly what I was going to bring up.
That's the only time I could see that shit coming out and really be like, well,
yeah, I remember being in the, I remember being in drama, not bragging, and there was what you call it? They had like a summer camp, and we come back the next year or whatever, and they were talking about, oh my God, it was so fun and stuff like that. Oh, that's dope. They said, yeah, what's his name fell asleep early, and we put our balls in his face, and I was like, you did what? Dog, in high school, man, I have my backpack on. I'm holding both my backpacks. I'm holding my backpack with both of my arms, like, you did what? And they had pictures, dog. They had pictures, and I was like, what did he say when you told him? He said, oh man, he just laughed. He laughed? Dog, in my mind, I'm just thinking like Channel 7, a murder.
Dude, I would have shut the entire fucking school down, dude.
A murder. Brutal. Bodies all over the place. Drama
that is
club.
Literally on par with what Chappelle said with like, yeah, he was fucking sleeping, and then we put a carrot in his asshole, man.
Dog, it's
that
like,
is, oh my God, dog.
Where's the fun? I'd rather just go to the rapids, man. You can ride the fun at the rapids, man.
But you see, the guys, but that's the thing, man, is like the guys that find that fun are the ones that get in trouble for rape, for roofing a girl. They're the ones that are doing stupid shit. They're the ones that we laugh at when we go on the internet and we see videos.
God, dude. Oh, my God, man.
It just
for the record, I was in the drum line, so crazy white boy shit is what was going down every day,
bro, because you were the ones I heard about. All right,
no way,
you're having all over here.
Your crew is who I heard about doing crazy white fun shit. All right, it was you guys.
Josh, give us one, bro.
I'm not gonna say anything, man.
You don't gotta say names.
Because to say one would be in self-incrimination, my friend.
Oh, because you was there. You witnessed it.
Witness, participant, whatever, man.
You participated too.
What did it
not
involve?
no rapey shit, but in crazy white boy shit, yeah, man.
What did it involve? Which genitals did it involve?
Don't incriminate yourself, bro.
No, it wasn't any of that nastiness. It was more like we got like the hottest peppers from some island like in the Caribbean, and we had to eat it and then drink a hot Coke, like a warm Coke, which didn't help out anything.
Bruh.
And, like, another
That's like
time-
awful.
That's not.
Yeah.
That's not. No.
You're basic.
He's holding back right now, y'all.
That's exactly what it
Stop. You can say things and be like, you know, cool
Dude,
about
it's
it.
stuff that we're doing right now. Like that's.
Wow, dude. I thought you were gonna say some other. You're basically saying like, yo, you know, we went to Sunday Bible study and we didn't bring our Bibles, you guys.
I seen him do it.
Wow, dude.
Nah, man. The reason I didn't want to get into it is because one of the kids that ended up having the pepper almost fucking. I mean, it was a hot ass pepper, man. He almost his throat closed up on him. They had to fucking call like
Okay,
emergencies
Karen.
and shit.
You need a different story. You can't spice up the pepper story, dog. You get it?
You know what's funny? I remember Josh telling me stories about his escapades in Drumline. And I'm
You
shocked that he's
spoke
not
about it
saying,
before, for
yeah,
sure.
that he's not bringing. Yeah, he's talked about it on the podcast while saying names. Remember the first time that Adam was on the podcast?
I know, because I
And you
can't
guys
say
were
this
just-
without saying
yo,
names.
You
man.
guys were dropping names.
We went
like
down
you guys were
memory.
deep throat,
Goddamn
bro.
lane, bro.
Everybody. What's that dude who came out with the book? Talk about Trump. What's that guy's name who came out with the book?
Oh, Bolton.
Who?
Bolton.
Bolton. Yeah, that's what they were dropping names like Bolton, dog. They were like, yeah, this guy, and they were saying last
fucking
name
this guy.
too.
Yo, I remember there was a friend that unfriended me
I remember I had to edit
because
that
of
whole
the
episode.
because of the thing, and then she refriended me
Pat.
back like months later.
Bye,
man.
buddy. Yeah.
So yeah,
This guy,
man.
huh?
It's crazy, dog.
It's good jazz, man.
And now you guys don't even want to tell any stories. It's like you guys you changed.
I'm so old
know what?
now to talk about
But the
those things. Is
temperature of
silly.
society has changed, and I would not want to repeat that shit again.
All right, you know, I got one story about
Go ahead,
when we
buddy.
came back from the that trip with those two girls that flashed the bus in the
I know
back
exactly
of the truck.
who did.
In the back of the truck, they had some big old titties, man.
Yeah, I didn't get to
titties.
see. I only heard about it. Fucking, you guys eat my
It was
ass.
awesome.
I want to go see that shit.
It was in the middle of the
Dickholes.
night. It was in the middle of the night, and this
Yes,
truck
it was.
came hauling up along the side of the fucking big ass charter bus, honking its horn, flashing its lights. And like people woke up, what the hell's going on? All of a sudden, these two girls in the back of the bed of the truck, and they started taking out their titties, man, and it was fucking awesome. And they hit like a bump, and they were bouncing. I mean, they were bouncing the fuck around in the truck, and it was awesome. I was like, bravo
See,
to them.
but I mean, if that's considered as white boy fun, that's just like okay, I get it.
That's
That
everybody
kind of stuff
fun,
is
though,
like,
man.
That's not even that's unsolicited. It's like
That's
I'm
bad
just seeing this shit.
shenanigans.
That's just dope. That's just dope shit. But I mean, there's some like all those early 2000 teen movies. That all seems like that's the format for like white boy fun and Jackass. It all seemed like it was like it's a format for it, and it's like man,
Well,
I would
oh, I
never
mean,
want to
okay,
hang out with those
when
people.
you-
I would
listen,
be
when
so
you think of
nervous
it-
hanging around with
Borderline
with-
gay group shit is what
Yeah.
essentially white boy fun
Yeah,
is,
I'm not cool with that. Yo, have you or have you not shot bottle rockets at each other?
Yes, yes.
course. right?
Absolutely. That's a from the neighborhood thing, man.
Kevin, you
You know?
never shot bottle
Just
rockets
fucking
at each
around.
other? Yo, what are you guys
Yo, the
doing
worst
this
is-
4th, man?
Yeah, the worst thing that I've ever seen somebody like do with fireworks. Is,
A bottle rocket war, man.
what's it? A TNT? You know a TNT?
Yeah,
I saw
man,
some-
M80s.
what you call it? My buddy, who I grew up with, he threw a TNT when we were all just standing by like a car.
A
and he
quarter
threw
stick.
It at us.
A quarter
Yeah.
stick.
And he lit it and he threw it right at us. And yo, I've never. It was like 4 of us, and we dove like it was an action movie, dog. I dove nowhere, dog. All I did was I just stretched my body like, yeah. I didn't bend my legs. It was just, yeah. And I
No
fell,
quicker
man.
did you jump and it explode, right?
Yeah, it was boom. Yo, oh my god, it basically dried up my left side of my face because of the pressure, dog.
The concussion.
Dog, we're all mad at him.
Cool,
Talking
man.
about punching somebody so much, dog.
Pat, I just had to
Could've
switch
killed
headphones,
somebody. You could've
so
killed somebody.
there might have been like feedback just before. Now.
Stupid
Sorry.
ass, man.
But that's fun.
Awesome.
Man.
Yeah, it is fun.
I guess that is white boy fun, but nobody there was white. I guess that's Mexican because he was Mexican. That was Mexican fun. shooting bottle rockets and stuff like that. All right. I guess the next topic. We're off of Chris D'Elia and all the rapes and Justin Bieber.
Accusations of rapes. We don't know.
Well, they never said anything about rape. They just sexual harassment.
Sexual harassment.
Yeah, it was sexual harassment. So let me not even wish that.
God, I wonder how many cam girls can say about sexual harassment from all these gentlemen that are, you know.
Oh, that's what we forgot. We can jump into the Twitter thing. And the guy who's suing Twitter for $21 million. A lot of people are suing people for the 20s, you know what I mean? For the $20 million and stuff like that.
Because it's 2020.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
Hindsight.
My bad. This is Twitch. My mistake. Twitch faces $25 million lawsuit for alleged damages caused by sexual suggestive women streamers. Alanti, Amorinth, Pokemane, among those names. Why? Question to the We Sing to crew. Why is her name Pokemon? What's that supposed to mean? Is she a Gucci Mane fan?
I don't know. I gotta look it up.
Maybe I should just
I
ask.
thought her name was just Pokimane, and it was just a play on Pokemon.
The thing that's funny about this whole thing is, like, if you see the pictures that he uses for for the lawsuit, it's like, if you've never been on Twitch before, you're like, okay, maybe he got a case. Because you never seen it.
If you've been on Twitch, you're like, yo, you're full of shit.
You're full of shit. Dog, the fact that his account, he follows 700 Twitch streamers, right? All of them are women. Dog, at a certain point, you got to be like, my guy, you're doing this to yourself, dog. You're doing this to yourself.
You're bad for your health. You're doing it to yourself. Oh, that's a hot rhyme, Patrick.
You shut up. You shut up, Josh.
I think
I think he did that for publicity. He's not gonna get shit.
Well, he's a career he's a career suer. He's sued Blizzard, he's sued Call of Duty, he's sued all these different
but did he win?
Did he make money?
No, he's never won. He's never won anything.
He's bound to win one, man.
28 time is a charm.
Keep on shooting.
As
for
stated
stars,
in the complaint,
man.
as stated in complaint, Estevello suffers from several medical conditions, including depression, OCD, sex addiction, and last of which he claims has been extremely exhausted due to Twitch displaying many sexually suggested women streamers and making it nearly impossible for the plaintiff to use Twitch without being exposed to such sick. I don't know what that means when they say sick suggestive content. That's what he says here. At the time of the complaint filing, Estevello was following 786 female streamers and 0 male streamers, arguing that the channel with thumbnails showing these scantily clad women alongside men of being the only stream channels available to him. That is bullshit, dog.
As soon as you said that he suffers from depression and he suffers from sex addiction, he lost. He lost.
Why?
Because he's following these Twitchers because he's an addict to sex, but they're not doing anything sexual. He's just looking at them, and he's saying that by looking at them, it's causing him to masturbate. It's not their fault. It's his fault. He's the addict.
You know, eventually, yeah, okay, yeah.
Why
would that even go to court? Why would that even go to court?
You can't blame 7-Eleven for selling the cigarettes.
Yeah,
who sold the cigarettes to the guy that's addicted
if they
to smoking.
didn't have the warning, on it. Exactly. But they have the warning, right? But they don't have any warning on this. Oh my God!
Well,
all these girls gonna have to have warnings prior to them being viewed.
But most of these girls that he's following, dog, they're just playing video games.
Even though the screen of the video game that
what about the ones?
Small.
That one, I saw that photo in there.
No,
Right?
what you
Some of
just
I
did
think
is
some
not
of
what that
them are-
photo was doing. What you're doing is not what that photo was doing. She was
It looked
drinking
like
a
what
beer.
she was doing.
No, she was drinking a beer and it was too much head on the beer, so she just tried to guzzle it down. That's not what she was doing. That's not what she was doing. She was drinking a beer and it was too much. It was too much foam, and she was just trying to take it down. That's the thing. Is like, dog. Things can be taken out of context if people wanted to. The fact that they use this image is like, come on, man. Come on, sis.
That
This
taken
is-
out of context shit is some
Yeah.
bullshit. I hate that shit.
Yeah, and that's what they did. Like they have Pokemon yawning, like she's yawning in the chair, and then there's another picture of her like bent over, like she was grabbing something. Bro, she's grabbing something. The fact that you see her butt is not. I mean, what do you want her to do? Blur it out? You want her to like get rid of her butt altogether?
No.
She is who she is, man.
She is.
Dude, like,
fine.
yo,
So
Seems to me like this guy's mad that there's a bunch of other
I hate
dudes watching the girls
controversy.
he's watching, and he doesn't want the girls to be able to do what they're doing anymore.
dude, I just think that this dude just needs to bone, bro.
That's what it seems like
Just
to me.
either pay for it, buy
need
some
to take him out to
legitimate,
Cheetahs.
woman, yeah, or just go to a strip club or something. 'Cause
Is he down
all
here?
the stuff that he's feeling, yeah, he's in California. All these things that he's feeling is like, to me, is like, all right, you feeling, he got these conditions, depression, OCD, all right, depression. I mean, he could go through therapy. The fact that he's done this many times, never won a case, and he said this is his last one. It's like, why are you doing this, dog? So you don't. The fact that he has a platform to do this kind of shit in, the fact that we're talking about it. I mean, I do love the fact that we're talking about it because this kind of shit is fucking funny.
It's pretty wild. I'm surprised that it's only in California, and this is the only dude to be doing this shit. Nobody else does this.
I mean, nah, nobody else is complaining about the Twitch.
Lifestyle of
Well,
suing people consistently.
Back in the
for just-
day, yeah, and back in the Wild West days of Twitch, I just realized that Wild West has been used in a lot of like, what you call it, as an allegory for just like back in the day when when things
Mayhem.
had like loose rules. Back in the day in the Wild West days of Twitch, there was a lot of like cam girls and stuff like that who was on Twitch, and they would do like suggestive things. Like they wouldn't even play the game. They had the game image that was really small, kind of thing, and Twitch got rid of those women, and then out of nowhere, Cam Soda came up, then OnlyFans came up, kind of thing. So they just went over to there. Now there's like a balance. Now, like some of these Twitch women who are like, I will show you a little bit of movies. They have an OnlyFans, so you can see that kind of stuff. But they also Twitch, and most of them are pretty good gamers. But even though the games that they play are trash, like they play that what's that game that's like a top down like
Animal Crossing.
I'm gonna take your They do play that game though. They do play
Pokemon?
Animal Crossing. Wait, is Adam speaking? Because I can't see him.
No, I can't see Adam either.
Oh, there you go. I had a caution light. Nah, but what you call it? They play that game that's like a Dungeons and Dragon up and down kind of game, kind of shit. And they do that kind of stuff. And the fact that he uses this picture of a woman who is actually like painting herself to look like another character, but she doesn't have a shirt on. She's like one of those people who just like, I'm gonna paint my whole body. I'm gonna paint my whole body kind of thing. Adam, I want you to know that I am recording this screen so I can see your messages on the screen, buddy. So what you call it? And
I did that not to interrupt the whole thing.
well,
but
you interrupted because my iPad is connected to the mixer.
we're all connected, bro.
And
all
the
right?
mixer is connected to the funny bone.
All right, well,
the
for
funny
the
bone's
audience, then,
connected
I
to
was just
the-
trying to sneeze quietly, and then, now we're talking about it. God damn it. Back to you, Pat.
Yeah, back to me. All right, and also with to stay on Twitch, Dr. Disrespect. Do you guys know who Dr. Disrespect is?
Nope.
Yeah, I think we played a couple of his clips.
Yeah, he's a streamer who's on Twitch, and apparently he got banned on Twitch, and nobody knows why. But this came on the heels of Twitch tweeting that they're gonna have a zero tolerance for people who do like sexual harassment, like anything that has something to do with sexual harassment or anything like that. Then the following day, Dr. Disrespect out of there. Still, Twitch hasn't said anything about it. They haven't said anything about why they got rid of him or anything like that. But his sponsors, they dropped him that same day. The following day, they picked him back up. So I don't think what they did is, I don't think it's that bad because his sponsors picked him back up. I've never seen sponsors drop somebody and then pick them back up that fast before. Even Tiger Woods had to wait like 5 or 6 years before Nike picked him back up after the whole thing that happened with his wife and the cheating thing. Remember that?
They knew he was going to be out of it for at least 5 or 6 years. And he was, wasn't he not? He was, like, at a low.
Yeah, man. I mean, he has a thing, bro. He has a thing for...
he was down here in Florida, man, just chilling. Getting wasted and partying like a gangster.
I mean, the fact that... it was the crazy thing about Tiger Woods, just to, like, talk off topic, is, like, all the women that he was sleeping with looked like his wife.
That's what's the thing with all of them.
They all looked like his wife,
but
dog.
they were new and they didn't have all that baggage.
Our relationship.
You think that it was like, I'm going to divorce her, but I can't divorce her because she's going to take half. So let me sleep with a woman who looks like her.
Exactly, bro.
That don't make no goddamn sense, bro.
That's why people that aren't millionaires stay in marriages so their wives won't take half.
That is an argument for like that's for a toxic relationship. Say, baby,
it is an argument for a toxic relationship that exists many times over.
I don't think it's a baggage thing. I think what it is like, imagine you're with your girl. There's things that you want to try in bed, but she doesn't want to do it. But there's a girl out there that looks exactly like her that will. Would you not go and try it out?
She will do it?
And she will do it. Because all she wants is this. That's it.
Oh, all she wants the money. No, I think eventually, maybe on my birthday, my girl will do it for me.
You're going to wait every year just for that one day?
No. You know why? No, I'm just saying
you
because...
You just get out there and get it like a go-getter.
If you do it right, the first time you do it, then it's gonna be like you don't even gotta ask for it. She's gonna be, baby, can we do that thing? Like, you goddamn right. We gonna do that thing. We definitely do that thing. So, you didn't like it at first. How many times have you brought something new to a relationship, and then she ends up liking it, and you don't even have to bring it up again because she wants to do it more than you do?
Damn, bitch, chill.
Such is life, Doug.
You see? That's what I'm saying, dog. But it's just like it's a toxic relationship because Tiger. Can you imagine Tiger was?
It's not a nice relationship.
It's like, baby, yo, don't you see a common thing about this? Like, all these women look like you. You piss me off so much. I love you so much that I had to sleep with women who look like you.
This for you, baby.
This
for you, damn it.
I hope nobody listens to us
sex with me. So I
right
slept
now.
with women who look like you. It's like, bruh.
Yeah, that is like the worst, best that anybody could do. You know what I mean? Like, if you were in that mode, you gotta do that. That's exactly the path you go down because you can't do any other. Any other would mean that you're admitting to your fuck up, and you don't want to because you're crazy.
It's like jumping off of a building. And rather than you like, you know what, I already know I'm gonna die, so I'm just gonna go head first. Make this thing quick. Let's get it over with.
Dude, she was so mad at him. Okay?
I would agree with that.
What happened was it he that was driving? He was driving off, and she was beating the shit out of him with his club. With his
clubs, by the way, that are $1,000+. She was throwing them.
It was a Cadillac Escalade, right? That he slammed in that fucking pole.
Yeah, she there was one of those reenactment when they used like the dolls and stuff. They were like, so she broke the back window with the clubs, and one of them hit the back of his head as he was driving off. I'm like, nice fucking aim. That was like a nice fucking throw. Like the fact, it amazes me how precise women can be when they're angry and they're throwing stuff at you, yo.
Yo,
It's
when
like,
anybody's
It's
angry
primal.
focused, the surprising accuracy
it's
of whatever
like,
the fuck they're doing
dude,
is crazy.
I've been hit in the face with a book while I was trying to swipe at it, dog. It's like the person was so focused.
That hurts.
It's like if the person was so focused that they made my hand like they made the book like phase shift, and I missed the book, and it was like direct target, direct hit, boom, right in my face, and it was like
it some like bullet time shit, dog?
yeah, dude, yo, and it's like, oh, this book, this yellow page that's gonna be thrown at me, I am definitely gonna block this thing, and then what? Impossible! Boom! Right in the face. Like how?
You know what your mistake was? You should have leaned as you were blocking. Leaned away. Instead you didn't.
You try to stand your ground. You try to be
I
like
know,
the strong
kung fu
person.
it, man.
You try to
can't,
kung
dude.
fu like, get this out of my face.
Up, Daniel-san. Down. Up and down.
But nah, man, they hit me right in the face, man.
I've never had a book thrown at me, but I have experienced some fury of women. I've experienced that.
Let me guess,
and you're
not gonna
right.
Tell that story, are you? You're not
I'm
gonna
not
tell
going
that
to talk
story.
about that either.
What do you call
But
that?
who hasn't experienced a good flame war with a woman? Hmm?
Is that domestic violence fun?
You know what? I would love to go into like our worst. Just one worst story from each of us would be a great segment.
I don't want to do any of that.
We have to do it right now, but we should do it after we have at least 3 beers each.
That's revisiting nasty vibes, man.
I want to know the absurdity of it. I don't need to know the emotional ends to it. Just tell me the absurdity of like a thing that was reacted to and be like, are you fucking serious, dog? That's what happened? Damn! That was a crazy story. Okay, next. Oof, I digress.
I don't know if I can do that.
So, Dr. Disrespect is banned from Twitch. No further news on that. What else can we cover here?
So while you guys were ranting, I was just like looking at photos of Pokimane.
Oh, just randomly doing research.
yeah, fucking
Good
A,
job,
dog.
Kevin. Doing
So-
research. I like it.
The reason why her name is Pokimane
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
is because her real name is Emaine. So she just added the poke in front because she likes Pokemon. So just Pokimane.
Is that an innuendo? That sounds like innuendo to
Sure
me.
seems like it.
Maybe.
It's
I
all
have
right.
a question. Does she go to church?
Does she what?
Does she go to church?
Every goddamn day she does. Every goddamn day.
Every
Yo,
day
here's
she's
the
on
thing.
her
Here's the
knees.
thing. There's no problem with women doing that kind of stuff. Like, if these women want to show off,
She better
like,
go to church.
their body kind of stuff, I'm fine with it. Even though Twitch is not really a platform for it because it's just supposed to be for gaming kind of thing. But Twitch is breeding into something else. Is breeding into like lifestyle kind of shit. Because there are channels that are just like nobody's playing a game. It's just like them just outside in the world, just looking at video. Remember that old dude who everybody thought was young on MTV, Makalakishish? Remember that dude? Yeah, I remember
the
that
guy
dude.
that used to do the MTV News way back in the day, forever.
No, it was like a heavy set dude, but he looks young. He looks like he was at the time like he was 18 or something, but he was really like 40 years old.
Andy Milonakis.
Yeah, Andy Milonakis, right? Weird guy, weird old guy. He was 40 years old when he was on MTV. Everybody thought he was 18. Remember they showed his whole family.
When he
It was
was
like a
waiting
reality
and
TV
shit.
thing. Yeah, and then you find out that this dude was 40 years old. I'm like, what is wrong with him? Then you find out that he had the Benjamin Button disease or some shit like that.
That shit's
But
crazy,
he had, like,
dog.
He had like a better version of it. He had
Now
he had
looks
like
like he's 9.
yeah, he has like
Andy
the Wolverine
Milonakis.
/ Benjamin Button. Yeah,
He looks like
he has
a
like the
solid 12,
Wolverine
bro.
/ Benjamin Button kind of thing going on because he's like
Yeah.
60 years old, but he still looks like he's 20 years old kind of shit. And now he's on Twitch doing that kind of stuff. And yo, every time like I see like clips of him, he's always on like on YouTube. If you look up the cringe compilations, I'll be looking at those things, and there's a whole bunch of just like Twitch stuff or just Twitch streamers who do those live streamers who are just being cringe. They're just doing cringy stuff, man. It's like, oh my god, man, why would you submit yourself to that kind of stuff? And he does that all the time. That's how he makes money. And yo, it just seems like it's just exasperating to live your life in a bubble that you gotta constantly be on display. It reminds me of you remember what's that dude's name? Houdini, right? Harry Houdini. Like you guys remember, you remember his last show? Crazy, but Harry, Houdini. You remember that? His last show. You remember when they said that some guy punched him in the stomach, and then it caused him to. He had like internal bleeding, and then that's how he died because he couldn't hold his breath, kind of shit. Because he was so famous, he was so popular that everybody knew who he was, and everybody knew that he could take a punch. And the only reason he could take a punch is because he used to just flex his muscle, and he'll let you punch him, and he would lean into the punch. But people knew him so much that some drunk guys came up to him and said, "Hey man, we heard that you could take a punch," and they just punched him right in the stomach. No prep, no nothing. And then he had a show that same night, but he had internal bleeding. So when he did the whole little like I'm in chains kind of thing, the shit just happened. He just ended up drowning because he couldn't hold his breath long enough.
All right.
I don't know whether that has anything to do with anything, but it just makes me think like
I was trying to connect the dots in my head and I couldn't.
Celebrity.
Hey, but you know what? It was a journey, dog. I was with you on that ride. I was.
Hey, he died in Halloween.
No, it's just like
captivated.
No, that's what it makes me feel like every time people who are doing like they're submitting their like just for like popularity and clout and for money and that kind of route, it just makes me feel like damn, they're doing like shit. Like you're basically putting yourself out there so other people can like make fun of you or do some other stuff to you just for a little bit of notoriety, just so you can make some money like that, man. And that's why I'm like, yo, you can keep that shit, that whole like notoriety, just because people know. You don't do anything. Like, you remember how they were talking about, like, the Kardashians? They don't really have anything that they really do.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know why they're celebrities. They just are celebrities kind of thing. Now they're starting to do, like, more, like, public relation kind of stuff. But still, it's like, if everybody, like, if we all had, like, a stat bar, right? If we're all, like, characters in a video game kind of shit, and people had, a status bar kind of shit, like, what would be your 5 stats that would basically define you? Like if it was like a Scott's Pilgrim kind of thing, and you know how like he had his whole stats of everything that he was good at, and his what are your 2 things, your 2 weaknesses kind of shit. What would the Kardashians would be, and what would yours be kind of shit? Like what were your 5 things that be like, oh, this character's, he's a pretty cool playable character. What would be yours?
Are we gonna answer that?
No, we don't have to answer that. We don't have.
I'm
to
ready.
answer it.
I'm ready.
Oh, you already ready?
Yeah.
Oh,
Josh, go.
I'm ready.
Go, Josh.
Ready? My go?
Yeah.
Josh, go. Yes.
All right. I would say I want the ability to go in any circle, like it's just seamless, just any circle. Doesn't matter where it is. I'm always comfortable. I'm always cool with.
Like people who draw circles, and you could just form into the circles.
Like any area that I'm at, like if it's a banquet, I can just walk in and immediately yeah, thank you.
Oh.
But like upper echelons, like anywhere, like just, and it's just like a superpower that you just kind of, oh wow, hey, what's up, man? Hey, instant likability. That's what I would like. Yeah.
Wow. Okay, you got 4 more circles. What else?
No,
you got?
I think I'm very much likable. I actually think that's one of my superpowers. I thought that was like what we were supposed to be doing.
These are your everyday gauges that you need to keep filled up that make you you. So social flexibility, 1. What are the other 4 things that make Josh on a daily basis that you got to keep up?
I have the power to turn any situation into a fun one. And
okay, guy. Ego is your 3rd. Delusion is your 4th.
I'm very
and
modest.
Conspiracy theories is your 5th.
I'm very modest.
There we go. Cool, Kevin. All right, I'm ready. I don't think Josh really
Yes.
latched on that one.
I think Josh really just had one, and the fact that he had to do 4 more, he was just like, oh, jeez.
I'm in the deep end. Oh shit.
And it's funny because he wanted to go first.
Well, he said he was
you wanna
ready,
go
and I was like, Josh, go. Josh, go.
I'm brilliant.
And then one more time, Josh, go. And then he heard me. But yeah.
Oh, my, go ahead.
Okay,
Go
off
ahead.
the bat, I think I got a good example here. So I need my high meter. I got to keep that up. I got to keep my, depending on the time of day, my drunk meter. Let's say my goodwill meter, making sure I'm helping people that whatever around me I can help out, whatever's good. My social meter, I got to talk to people. Kevin, got to say what's up, Kevin. Good, all right, cool. Talk to Kevin, now we good. And pretty much talking to Pat, because I call him that often, bro.
Isn't that part of your social media? You just
Nah,
use
man,
me
you
and Kevin
specific, dog.
as-
All right, we work shit out, man.
Over there talking jazz about me, bro.
Hell yeah, bitch! He dicks!
What the hell? His skull just went on his shoulder. You got any, Kevin?
No.
I'm gonna say level-head. I'm gonna say level-headed, even though I don't keep that thing filled up. I think I don't keep that thing filled. I'm gonna say luck as well, because luck to me is nothing but hard work paying off when you least expect it.
But if you're playing a video game, how do you keep your
Wow.
luck meter built up?
Yoda
Whoa,
over here.
dude.
So that shit.
Holy
Hey, I'm leaving,
shit,
dog. This
bro.
is it, bro. I'm leaving.
Holy shit.
Yo, I'm
You
telling
saw
y'all right
that
now,
shit?
that shit came out on the
Oh,
fucking fly.
shit.
Man.
That was cute, bro. That was cute.
Sign
That was
off,
really
dog.
cute, dude.
Sign off,
That
sign
was
off.
so
That's
precious.
it, man. Play this shit out, yo.
Bro, I
should
don't
be
even
a
know where it came
motivational
from, bro.
speaker, dude.
That was-
Yeah, that's it. That's what I'm gonna do.
That's it,
I'm gonna
man.
turn
Play
my
it out.
account
Play it out, dude.
to a motivational speaker account, dog, just based off of that one thing.
Hey, that's how a lot of motivational speakers start their career, bro. They're full of shit, and then they make one
Yo,
little comment, and
If you know how to
Yo, we
bullshit
gotta-
like the best of them, then you go be a motivational speaker, bro.
Here's the
all
deal,
right?
dog. We gotta have E-Jazz on this podcast because I think he's one of those motivational speakers now.
can we break them down?
And
What?
yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. We gotta have him on the podcast, and we gotta break him down. What's this all about? I said, when did you become a motivational speaker? I think it'll be funny, man. It's fun times. All right, I still have 3 more, but damn, I think I just blew my load on that second one, bro. To be honest with you, I didn't know I was gonna go with that luck thing. But what else?
Your what about like your comedy meter? I was gonna say that too. I should have said that.
I would say comedy. Okay, comedy meter.
I gotta have my fill of that shit to keep me in the good space
Yeah,
too. Like I need
good
that
spirits,
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, I'm gonna say good spirits is one of them. I always
Hey.
try to have a positive spin on anything, because I'm like, I know that people are stupid, and most of the things that people get into are like,
Well,
it's
Josh.
not even like hard work. Some of the stuff that people do and get into is not even based on hard work. It's just because that's the easiest route to take. So a lot of people just don't want to work hard and they just go for the easiest route. And I realize that shit. And what else? Understanding. I really like to be like, okay, I like to hear all sides and just be like, okay. It seems
I like to see all sides. You feel me?
yeah,
Okay.
I like to see all sides. And I like to you know what? I'm also going to say that on X video I have a dick as my icon. So
Hey Pat, did you
have
start
my
your
dick as my
OnlyFans
icon.
channel yet, dog? Can we get on that?
nah, I don't know, man. I don't know.
I want
really
to
do think
jump in
that,
there
what I
and
was
see you play
talking about
video
is
games for most of the day.
just play video games. Hey,
And
what's
I just
going
want to
on?
see you laugh maybe once in a while to some comedy shit you be watching. Be like, oh, you laugh, that's great.
Nah, man, because can you imagine the DMs in there? Dog, people get real mad nasty in the fucking DMs.
Oh
Hey.
my god.
I need you to give me a tribute. Like, nah, I'm okay, thank you. I know where you live. Okay, I'll give it to you. Just leave me alone. You don't want that, man. You don't want those calls, man. That's scary, dog. It's a scary world we live in.
Dog. That makes me scared to go even further in like having like a bigger audience with this shit because people just get fucking stupid for no reason, dog.
Dog, I mean, like, okay, if we get big, right? When we get big, right? Hope we get big. Pray to God we get big.
What's up,
Hope
Andrew
we fall
Schultz
into that
people?
luck.
What's up? What's up?
Hope
we
we
out
fall
here,
into
man.
that luck that I was talking about. What's the likelihood of any of us becoming a Chris D'Elia or Louis C.K.?
I just want to be left the fuck alone, man. I'll come out. I'll expose myself on the podcast.
Out of four of us,
y'all can
who's
fuck
the most
off.
likely?
Not me, dog. I'm gonna be private as fuck.
The one that has
Yeah,
a
right.
heart next to his face.
Yeah. He'll fall victim, bro.
Is it in my armpit? It's in my armpit right now.
Yeah,
That's
you'll
cool.
fall victim, dog. You'll fall victim.
Dog. You can't come near me unless I got my mom right next to me so we can have a witness at all times.
Wow.
Me and my mom, bro, right there, all the time.
Yo, I think it's the whole thing about like what Whitney Cummings said. The whole thing about like, yo, you should be able to have like female fans, right?
You should.
Yo, some of these female fans, they really do want to they want to get it in with you, and you just gotta be like, yo, I'm not for that.
Yeah, you had a
Just
problem
gotta
with that on that one account that you had, Big Dick, Big Swinging Dick Richard. Yeah.
Wow, I wasn't swinging.
So there was a podcast that addressed this, all right, and I've already said their name before, but it was flagrant. It was it was flagrant because it was Akash and it was Andrew, and they were like, let's take example that like let's say somebody should be able to have female or opposite sex, right, fans without assuming any shit going down, but you ask, say, not even ask, if you're texting, say, a fan that just messaged you some goodwill shit, oh my God, I love your work, you're so funny, I just wanted to tell you, right? And then you actually reply and say your significant other sees that shit. Do you think that they're going to think that you messaging that fan isn't with some kind of motive?
I think it's all about common sense, man. Once you reach that level of status, that celebrity status, if someone is messaging you, red flag. You don't respond.
It's private as fuck for a reason.
You don't respond because because it's private, that doesn't mean that they could take screenshots of it and blast it to the public.
Infer that there's a motive to be private, is what I'm saying.
You don't respond.
I'm saying for that
sense.
reason. Yeah, I agree with you. Don't respond. I'm saying they're private messaging you because they want shit off the record in private eye, and it's not cool.
Respond,
bro. And if you're on that status, dude, you don't do anything on the internet unless you're just like uploading videos and that's it. You're not messaging anyone. You're not making.
You can
comments.
look at shit. Don't respond to no shit. No
bro.
comments. Even in the public comments shit. Just leave that shit alone.
Okay, I say that, but I'm just saying, man. Like, for myself, yo, like, I never had I believe that everybody has seasons, right? There comes a times in like your life, like maybe every 2 years, maybe every 1 year, that it's just like
you're on.
Just fall. You're just on. Like, women are like attracted to you, and whatever you say is like it's working in your favor, kind of shit.
And you have no fucking idea why, but yeah, I guess you
don't know. Yeah, you're just saying shit. So, well, I hear myself on somebody's stuff.
Who is that? I do too. I don't know where it's right now. It was like right now.
Okay, so I feel that like if you do make it big, that mean that you're in season, bro, for like that whole goddamn time. All right, go. So you're in season that whole goddamn time. So once you're in that whole season, like the fact that if women start like laughing at jokes that you know are not funny, it's like, oh my God, that ego's gonna kick in, and you might just like
say some stupid shit.
One of these fans, yeah, you might. But the thing is like you got to think that, just like what Kevin was saying, you might sink a ship, man. Like if that was to happen to us, that means that if one person goes down, that means that you might bring down the whole ship. So that's the whole thing that I'll be thinking about. I'm like, what's going on here?
The higher you go status wise, the target on your back gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's so hard for people to miss when it's that big. And it's just common sense. Like, I was talking about that at my job because a couple years ago I had to fire a guy. Because he was in his 20s and he was texting one of the employees who was like still under 18, and I had to fire him for sexual harassment. And we were talking about how, like, yo, once you become a manager and then like a district manager in an area and then a CEO, like, dog, it gets more, and that target on you, it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. So again, just use common sense. Just don't do it. You just don't do it.
Yeah, you're right, man. You just made me think about this girl who worked at Diesel. Man, yo, like, yo, the way that she talked about stuff, the way that she was so athletic and she's so beautiful inside and out, man. I was a stock manager. I was talk to her about different things, and I remember when she was talking to me when I was on break about like relationship stuff, and she was like, relationship, save it, bitch, Superman, and saving shit. And I was like, girl, you can suck your shady dick. Nah, I'm just
What, dog? What?
No. I was just singing Eminem, Superman. No. But seriously, like, she came at me. I don't think it had anything to do with me just being a stock manager. But she came at me about, like, dog, it to me, it felt like, I think I was in season at the time, because she was like, she said, yeah, you know, I really don't want no relationship. I was like, yeah, I'm not in a relationship right now. She says, you know, I really don't want a relationship now. You know, I just want somebody, you know, just to, you know, I got that itch and I want to, you know, want to scratch it. And I was like, that's good to know. She said, yeah, that's good to know, right? I was like, it is. Yo, the first time I ever saw her, dog, out of my goddamn mouth, I did not want to say anything. I knew that she was hot, but I said, oh, hello, like that to her. She was like, hey. And I was like, oh, my name is Pat. And I was like, what am I saying? It was like my mind was just going like, hey, what's up? Like, you knew it? Dog, it was like, what's going on? Why are you talking to this girl? Yo, she just got into college, meaning like she's probably like 18 years old.
We'll say 18. We'll say 18 years old she was, right?
Yeah.
We'll call it 18, 100%. All right. Go on.
She was a baddie, bro. And I don't know why I'm talking about this, man. I just need to get it off my chest because I know I didn't do anything and I didn't want to do anything. That's the thing. Because she told me these things.
But if you ever do anything, this is the evidence that you're guilty.
But I never did anything. But that's
if
the
you
thing.
do
Like,
anything
I never
in the
did
future,
anything.
if you do anything in the future, this is your Chris D'Elia. Like, oh wait, but look at what he said in the past.
Yeah, but I never did anything because here's the thing. You know how like people say, yo, you know, if I was a better person, I would have walked away. No, since I was a better person, I walked away. Like I did that. I did that. I walked away from the situation because she was younger, and on top of that, man, I mean my age demographic is like I do best with women who are like 25 and up. I just do best with them.
You got a little seasoning on them and shit?
Yeah, just because of, just based off of, like, history and things that I say. Women who are, like, 18 and stuff like that, it's like...
They like, just don't get you?
Yeah.
What is there to talk about, yo? What is there to talk about? What is there to have in common,
That's the thing. That's the thing, Josh. We ain't talking. Yeah.
I gotta be involved with the mind, man.
Yeah. Ain't no talking.
You don't know anything.
That's the thing. It's like they ain't no talking. That's why I'm like, dog. And I tell you, man, just like we were talking about this on the Bigger Good, man, it's like, yo, dude.
Shout out Bigger Good. What's up?
Like, remember we were talking about, like, yo, we remember what for the people who went to prom. You remember seeing those old-ass dudes who took out these young-ass chicks to prom. These dudes who look like, what They look like old with beards. They had beards, and they took out these young girls to prom, and they didn't think nothing of it. Nothing.
Disgusting.
Not
man.
a thing, dog. And you just looking at him and says, that dude is like 25 years old at a high school prom. How low are you?
Lowest.
Bro.
As far as I'm concerned. Lowest, you bunch of rat
Can you imagine
fucks.
a girl asking you to prom?
But we don't bat an eyelash when it's a female celebrity that went with a guy to his prom.
Well, because it's like...
In general, no, there isn't. So it's
Kevin is making a good
but
point. That's a good point.
Or like
However, the porn star that went with that kid.
It's happened before
that-
where like female athletes went to like some guy's high school
Siren
prom
right
because
now.
they got dumped or whatever.
Well, I mean, she was like... There was that one that she was like 21 and she went to the guy's prom. But, dog,
Yeah,
I just need
it's all the
cameras
siren
because I want to
shit
know
with
what
the
kind of
shit outside,
conversation
man.
are they
I just
having.
muted
Because you
myself.
know that he's nervous as hell. She's like,
And that
whatever.
is-
I'm at
please
this
cut that
guy's
shit out,
prom.
too.
I'm probably
Okay,
going to
buddy.
take some pictures with some other people. And he's like, oh, geez, golly. I mean, I'm so happy. I'm so jazzed up that you're here. It's like, that's all you're saying, man. What are you going to play? Oh, yo, that that basket that you shot 2 nights ago, that was awesome. Like, bro, what are you going to say? What are you going to say? You're not going to, it's not a real prom experience. Yeah, you're going to ask it to the prom. But are you really going to be like, a
Want to go to the after party?
Yeah, are you gonna go to the after party? Or you remember Miss Johnson's class? You remember that dude who couldn't read and he was stuttering all the time? Oh, that shit was funny, right? You can't say those jokes because she ain't gonna get it, dog. He said, remember he had a problem with the word the. He was like that. Shut your ass up. It's funny, dog. Like, you can't do that. The fact that he didn't... Oh, and, yo, I just feel bad for the porn stars. The people who get these... ghosts. People who get... the people who get these porn stars to go to prom with them, do you think that you're really going to score? You think you're gonna get, dog, the only person who's happy for you is your father. And, you know, he's probably
And your
cheesing in those
uncle.
pictures, man. Yeah.
Your uncle, probably.
He's going out with who? Riley Reid? No way. No way. You talking about Pornhub?
Pat saw her for free, dog.
Top porn star number 3, Riley Reid?
That's
Man,
my boy.
She's one of my favorite. That's my boy.
Didn't you see
Wow.
her right on the pier, dog?
Yeah, I did see her. But you know that she's a rapist too, right?
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, man. She raped the kid. She raped the kid in a movie theater. He didn't want it, and she gave it to him.
Is she not in jail?
No.
No, she said it on I think it was either a podcast or a radio show. She was saying like,
The guy probably doesn't want to press
first time.
charges.
He
Yeah, the
definitely
first
did not
time-
press
no.
charges.
No, he didn't press any charges, but I think it was either her first time or his first time, and they both went to movies, and it was empty. She got on top of him, and he was like, "No, stop! Nah, I don't want to do this kind of stuff." And it was like, man, I think I seen this. I think I seen the documentary about this.
But I don't think it was that he didn't want to do it. It was just because they were in a movie
didn't wanna
theater
do
and
it in the
anyone
movie
could have
theater.
walked in.
Yeah, he didn't want to do it in the movie theater, probably.
She took it. She took it from him.
That's awesome.
That's pretty awesome. Good for him.
His pride and jewels, dog. She took it from him. His most sacred moment.
He was saving it
his
for
virginity.
marriage.
She took it from him, dog. She took it from him.
He'll make it up.
How?
For it. He'll make up. For it.
How dare she?
He can always do what girls do and do the born again
How
virgin
dare
thing
she
where
take it, bro.
they're all of a sudden abstinence and say that their she land is for nobody. You know.
Men will never give that a bad review because they immediately insert themselves, get it, in the story, right? And they're like, you're fucking stupid. I can get all up in them guts, right? But it's not the situation. You weren't feeling the way that motherfucker was feeling at the time. So we would never have initially, unless you have the wherewithal to think about that shit, that kind of nuance to that story. Retrospect, yeah, the kid was fucking thinking logically about the goddamn situation. But any one of us is looking at Riley Reid like, fuck yeah, you kidding me? Yes. But that's not the whole thing, You got to take that shit into consideration. But it's difficult.
Look at this motherfucker showing.
But he was trying to bang her, man. He still want to do it in the
He
movie
was just going to
theater.
the movie. Now, what if he was
That's
gay
all.
and he was just like, yeah, girlfriend, I'll take you to the movie. Let's go to the movies, girl. And then after
Well,
that,
then
it was
she
like,
definitely straight up raped
Then that is
the
fucked up.
gentleman.
Yeah, and that dude needs to press charges because, she needs to get locked up because she's
hey, raise your hand if you've ever been in a situation that it was like a girl try to like, she was a little too forceful, and you were like, all right, I'm game. That's what I'm saying.
I've been approached very politely and said that this girl would like to buy me a drink and take me out and shit, and she was a very big girl. I don't mean fat. I mean like this bitch was like an Amazonian. She was like taller
Right, now,
and muscular all over.
after
Yeah.
the hands have been raised.
And I was like, I got a girl actually.
There was a time where the girl was getting too frisky, and there were people in the back of the car, and I was telling her, "Yo, stop!" Like, like there's passengers in the back, and she was like getting in there, and I was like, "Hey, no, nope, not now. Wait."
That's my speed, bro.
Like,
That's my speed.
Doing the
dog.
same thing I just said. That man,
I know.
dog. Captain Story, bro. What happened, bro?
I'm sorry. What I just did right now is I just dehumanized you. I just basically criticized the victim, and I dehumanized you. I apologize. Continue.
oh no, I'm not a victim. No.
Okay,
We continued. We continued when we got to the hotel, but it was just that there were two people in the back. I'm not gonna whip it out in front of them.
Well, you know what?
They're not gonna see it.
That's your comfortability, and she was kind of trying to push that. So it doesn't matter even what the situation is. That shit that would be called on a flip sex situation right away. It doesn't matter what the situation is. If she was planning on giving it up later, if you were planning on giving it up later, it doesn't matter. You didn't want to do it right now. So fuck that bitch. Sorry.
She was all right. No, actually, he did fuck that.
Yo,
bitch, so-
I just want to ask,
Correct.
like, how many of us that were put in those situations actually leaned in to the situation instead of fighting it off, embraced it, and what was the outcome of that thing? Was it a positive or a negative?
Like, I regret it? And I didn't regret it.
Nah, positive.
No, did you come?
No. I mean, did you lean into the situation? Did you embrace the situation or did you fight it off?
Well, there was one time I didn't. I did nut, but I did fuck though.
All right. And then you felt the outcome was good or the outcome was bad?
I would say that it was good.
The outcome.
Actually, if you think about that, with that innuendo, because the outcome wasn't good because I didn't come.
Oh, that's a
Outcome was bad because it didn't come out.
wordplay.
You know what's funny? Like those kind of stories never come out though. Like the stories about the dude who was like, yeah, I'm just out with my girl, and then she's bringing the heat kind of thing. It's like, yo, what's going on? Like, yo, to be honest,
The silent majority.
it's so few and far between. Like when it does happen, you're like, yo, this is a treat. That she's into it. I'm already ready to go. Like, hey, I'm ready to go. But
you know what?
It doesn't-
That's actually an interesting point because now I just realized with her specifically, whenever I wanted to get like frisky, I always waited until we were like behind closed doors. She wanted to do it in public.
She was an exhibitionist, Kevin.
exhibitionist.
Like
Exhibitionist,
definitely more aggressive about it than I was.
I'm about that shit.
Yeah, man.
No, I'm not about
man.
getting listed as a fucking sexual.
Dog, that's the thrill. Man.
Omnivore
That's the
or whatever.
thrill, dog.
You
Sabase.
go to Reddit and you type
Ha,
up
ha, ha.
voyeur. All right, that's my scene right there. That's all I'm saying.
But
No, but
no. But it's but it's different when you're around people you know. So like for example, Pat, let's say you're with your girl, and we're at Josh's place,
But
and we're all watching a movie.
By the way, Kevin, remember last time we had on the podcast, I brought up that whole question about like, yo, would you have an OnlyFans with your girl? And I was like, yeah, I'm with it. Continue your story.
I said I was with it too. All right.
Now, let's just say, and the reason why I bring this up is because this happened exactly to me. Is
Oh,
let's say we're all at Josh's house. We're watching a movie, all of us. We're all sitting on like different couches. Some of us are sitting on the floor. You're sitting with your girl. You got a blanket over you, and she's reaching over to give you a hand job. And we're all
blanket?
and we're all in the living room together.
Whose blanket?
I've had a similar situation.
I don't know.
Whose blanket? Yo, because it matters whose blanket is it, because if I'm about to spooge, I gotta know who's gonna pay the dues. You know what I mean? Like, is it?
So you wouldn't.
I gotta
mind,
know.
So you wouldn't mind that we're all there.
I wouldn't.
You know, you know what? I'm talking right now. I'm talking shit right now. I feel like you
I
ever
wouldn't.
have an out of body experience and you realize that you're just talking shit. You're like, man, you wouldn't. I want to say that I wouldn't. I want to say that I wouldn't, but I really feel like I probably would, because I'm kind of conservative when it comes to that kind of shit. Like, I'm a fan of PDA, but I can't watch other people do PDA because it's like, oh, you're doing it wrong.
No.
But I can do it.
If you
because
can
I don't
do it
give a
without
fuck.
me knowing, go for it. But don't
Yeah.
let me fucking see it. And in that
Dog,
same light, I would do the same
everybody
shit.
will figure it out.
Dog.
Everybody
But
will
that's
figure
a
it out.
part of it. What movie were you watching? Was it a loud movie? Was it Mad Max? What were you watching? Was it an action movie? What movie were you watching? If it was an action movie, was it Bad Boys
No.
2?
I think we were watching No Country for Old Men.
That's quiet.
You could do it during that.
That's a quiet movie.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, that is a quiet movie.
That's a
That is a
quiet
quiet
movie.
movie. You
A lot of
can
And
hear
with them
sheets
old ass
rubbing.
faces on screen, men, by the way,
dude,
too.
people can hear it. People can hear it.
Nah, but you can. Yeah, you know, I could see that. Okay, damn, people could hear the ruffling, but you know, here's the thing about people though. They can hear it, they know, but they won't look back though.
They're like, okay, I don't want to fuck it up for them, dog. I'm not gonna be that guy.
It's a gamble. At that point, it's a gamble now, dog. It's a gamble. Like, what's gonna happen? Are they gonna look back and enjoy the show, which tells you a lot about a friend, or
Oh shit! Sorry, dog.
it tells a lot about a friend, or are they just gonna be like, I'm gonna watch this show, or this could be another thing. I'm gonna walk out of here, and I'm gonna put you on Front Street. Yakues. Somebody might just turn the lights on and just be like, "Yo, this is it." And here's the thing: it's like once, you know what's messed up about that? At that point, it's not even on her; it's on you, because if the lights turn on and the movie's off and everybody knows what's going on, there's no possible way like my dick from like 100 can go down to like 20. There's no possible way. Like I'm full erect and I'm standing up now. Now it's like, hey, everybody gets to see the show. Dinner and the movie. Here we go. I'm like, yo, I'm not gonna blame her because she's your girl.
Josh, what were you doing with your hands?
Huh?
I thought he couldn't
were you
hear
doing
me.
with
That's
your
why
hands?
I was like, stop it.
Nah, he
Nothing,
blew his
man. I was fucking
nose,
with
and I
Adam.
put up a hand like, "What the fuck, man?"
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to blow it so loud, everybody. I really do apologize. Allergies. Bad
I was-
allergies.
So I mean,
myself
yo,
every
if you
time I
guys
was
were in
doing
that
that
situation, what would be you watching a movie with your friends?
I have that situation. I've had a similar situation.
No Country is a movie that I just wouldn't want to get a hand job to.
Listen. It was high school. Okay. Well, there's two couches across the room from each other. Big screen in the middle. I'm with my first girlfriend. Okay, my dad is on the other couch. I don't even remember what the fuck we were watching. But she reached in and she went to town, dog. I had a big ass pillow over both of us. But right there in front of him, dog.
Pillows move too much, dog. You can tell the pillow moving.
Alright, whatever. Here's what didn't happen. He didn't make a scene if he knew he didn't make a scene. Thank you, Pops.
Have you asked him? Have you
Not
asked him?
gonna, dog. We're not gonna. None of us are gonna fucking
Oh.
ask him shit. Okay? Dad, if you hear this, because eventually you start listening to the podcast, I keep telling you that I'm into... Thanks, man.
Adam's gonna wait till his father is like old in his deathbed, and he's gonna be like, "Dad,
Oh my god, dog. Knock on wood, my dude.
he's gonna be like, I came,
Oh my god.
I
heard.
came in the pillow."
Wow. Can we give him a trombone failure,
that
please?
was the pillow your grandmother made.
Dude, yo, that'd be great. Yo, you know, here's the thing. I'm all about the
Text my
exhibitionist,
dad, I love
but
him
not
right
when it has
now,
something
dog.
to do with like. I couldn't do the exhibitionist thing when it comes around like family. I don't know.
Couldn't
if I,
you?
I couldn't. Nah, I
when it
couldn't.
comes
I
around
couldn't.
family,
when it came,
you would be.
When
Okay.
but when it comes to like, even you guys, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't even do it around you guys.
You say
Like,
that
if a
until
girl
she's
wanted
that
to-
hot,
I'm like,
bro.
no.
Until she's
I
that
wouldn't.
hot, you wouldn't do it
wouldn't.
until
I
you
wouldn't
want
to be there to watch.
No,
None of us
no,
want to.
That's the
But
thing.
here's the flip side. Would you kill it for Pat if you just happen to find yourself in a situation? Would you fuck it up for your boy? You know what I'm saying? He got, what's your dream girl, Pat? Just call. If you had Riley
that'd be fucking
Reid,
hilarious.
dog,
Shutting
Right?
shit
Talking
down.
about
and
that
she went
rapist?
for it, would you call it out, Kevin,
I'm
and
shutting
fucking blow up his whole scene? Or would you
shit
let him ride,
down.
dog?
I am shutting it
Wow.
down.
Would you let him ride?
Wow. Wow.
Shut that shit down. Hell yeah, man.
No!
You
dog.
too,
You thought
Josh?
this is gonna go your way, dog?
And two,
You
Josh.
thought this is gonna go your way, dog? No, bro.
And
Who do
two,
you
dog.
think
Not
you
this.
are?
Wow. He's turning on the lights, man.
Everything, dude. I'm the
fuck, man?
dad. I'm the dad in the room, bro.
Oh, shit.
Oh my God.
What do you
stopped
think
moving,
you're
huh?
doing?
Just gonna look
today.
at you. You
Watch
stop
Dr.
that.
Dolittle
You
as a friend
stop
group.
that.
And what the fuck, you guys? Okay? What
You
the fuck?
heathens.
Wait. But what if
It's
the
all about
individuals
fun,
are
man.
even more turned
Dog,
on
to be
about
honest,
this?
I wouldn't even.
selfish, Kevin.
You
Fuck,
wouldn't
man.
even know. Yeah, I wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know.
Oh, I would know.
That's the thing. No, you
I
wouldn't
would
even
know.
know.
Y'all don't know
Everybody
about
knows.
you.
Everybody
They would not be-
knows,
Dog, you
dog.
can tell
Everybody
by your
knows.
face, dude. Just by looking at your face, we would know.
I'll be like, that shit's crazy. That's a funny movie.
And we're watching like the Shawshank Redemption.
That's crazy. Oh, this is so crazy. It's crazy, dog.
The damn. I say, dog, he's really gonna dig himself out. That's crazy, yo. Oh my God, dog. Yo, what a situation to be in, man. What a situation to be in. But yo, that's a girl that you. I was gonna say marry, but nah, not even. You just keep around for a long time, you know. You know, you just keep around for a long time. Probably like 2 or 3 pregnancy scares in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? After that, it's like, yeah, you know, maybe this relationship ran its course. We had our fun. A lot of exhibition. We almost
You
got
know,
caught
that's
like 3
actually
times.
a decent question to ask people. Like, you know, have you taken the morning after pill? You know, and do you regret it? And
No, I don't regret it at all.
I don't regret it either.
I think
What kind of guys are we? What kind of men are we, bro?
the best versions of
Fucking
ourselves, the ones that are
honest
still
shit.
here,
Maybe
that are still
too honest.
standing, still strong. Dog.
Not
Have
honest
you ever
enough
told
for
a
this
girl to
political
take
climate.
Have you ever told a girl to take a plan B?
I never told a girl to do no shit, dog. She did whatever they wanted to do, dog.
Okay. I'm just saying, just a suggestion, dog. I'm not saying that you crushed it up and put it in her orange juice. What I'm saying
That
is
shit either.
that
I'm saying I've never
Hey.
dictated either way. You do what you're gonna do.
nobody said that.
That's what you
I remember in
say.
high school. The joke was to say stuff like, "No, let me not."
Oh,
I just felt a cancel for a second, dog. I just felt a cancel for a second, bro.
again, I wanted to say this is an entertainment
Because-
podcast. This is not where you
And I'm
should
over
be
here-
going to be like, you know,
Bruh.
getting to higher fucking reaches of Gandhiism or Buddhism or whatever. Nothing. This ain't the fucking
Well, I
place.
mean,
Nothing
where
against
does our
that,
loyalty lie, bro?
huh?
Where's the loyalty lie, man? Where is it? Where's the line, dog? Where's the line? You can't
The
even
line
act
doesn't exist,
exhibition
but it
around your
does.
friends without them turning and being like, shut it down. Shut it down. What are you doing? I might even leave. Like if y'all doing some exhibition shit, I might just leave. Unless she be like, no, I want you to watch. Then I'm running. I'm fucking running out of that goddamn room. I'm running out of that room because at that point, that's assault. That's some Saw, but the porn
Is that
edition
like?
of Saw kind of shit.
Is it getting too close to end of Pulp Fiction kind of shit?
Nah,
It's walking the
'cause
border, dog.
it's not butt stuff.
Isn't it
it's
always
watching.
butt stuff?
Bad, but what if it is, man?
Wait, Adam, is that your go-to? That your go-to move?
It's not my go-to, but if somebody just took a shower and we're feeling frisky, what's up?
Wait. So you saying that's on the plate?
It's never not on
First
the
date.
plate. I'm just saying I like a clean butt. That's all.
I mean, it can't not be
Kevin,
on the plate,
you
dude. It's
raised your
damn near.
hand, but this is an
I
odd
didn't raise my
Next
hand.
to the
My
fucking
hand
plate.
on my head, dog. It's been over here
No,
for like a minute.
Kevin raised his hand. He was like the.
Oh,
I
you
guess,
go. Yeah. What's up, Kevin?
He said it's on the plate.
It's because I
That's on the
didn't.
plate on the first date?
It's because I didn't want to interrupt. Someone else was talking.
Yeah. No, I appreciate it. What's up, though?
Bullshit.
Go ahead, what's going on?
If she's cool with it, I'm taking a swim, bro. Just dive in.
It's
but
another option.
I got a question.
I feel you. Yeah.
Man, you guys
Yeah,
love
question,
looking
though.
You get one
batteries.
right
How
there,
do you
bro.
find out?
Bang.
How do you
Love
find
looking
out
batteries.
that she's cool with it though? Do you just go for it and then if she backs off and that's when you're like, okay,
No.
I see.
You're kind of messing
Baby doesn't
around
wanna
up
play.
front, right? You're
Gotta ask for
right. You're
permission.
digging around. You're going around.
You gonna ask
You
for
just
permission?
go a little further south, and you're like, huh? What? And you're like, and she's like, no. Or like, yeah, I like it. And then you keep
gotta
going.
ask.
That's
You
it.
just gotta ask, yo, do you like it or no?
Nah,
They'll
I
let
don't
you
do
know.
that.
Hey,
You know what I
if,
do?
If they don't like it, they'll let you know. If they do like it, you keep doing what you're doing, dog. That's all it is.
My play of
Ladies.
choice.
I mean, how
My
else
play
are you
of
gonna
choice?
find out unless you're doing the thing while you're doing? That goes both ways, though. You always
I don't
test
proper
the
say it. I
grounds
say it
on
dirtily.
what's happening.
I
in
don't
the
properly
moment.
say it. I don't say like, hey, would you like it if my
Yeah, you don't
fucking
do that. You just-
whatever? No, it's like you say it dirty as fuck.
What you
If
no,
they say
you guys are doing it
yeah
wrong.
or
What you
no,
gotta
that's
do
that, dude.
is you
Typically
gotta
it's
get a
yes.
lawyer. You gotta get
Is
it
it
in
not?
document form and have the lawyer give it to her days before.
It has
What was
to be
that Dave
notarized.
Chappelle
Days
skit
before.
where they had the whole
Notarized.
consent shit set up and shit?
Yeah.
Dog? Fuck.
Yeah, you gotta get it days before.
Yo, if
she has to
straight
get
up,
it notarized.
if I ever meet a girl
all
that's
good.
like that, dude, I'm deucing. We ain't going any further, bro. We're deucing. I'm down. I'm out.
Yo, but you got
Breaking
yo,
out
but
a,
the mind is
consent
tricky
form.
thing,
Fuck
dog.
out of here, dude. I'm out.
The mind is a tricky thing. Yo, my
Peace.
mind. If a
That
girl
person's
brings a
not
sex
fucking
form-
sane, dude. That means that they're not even
My-
like trusting themselves on anything, bro. Peace.
bro.
I don't need your spirit,
my
yo.
mind
Peace. I'm
is
out,
gonna
man. I
automatically
don't need
think
any of
that
that fucking
this
shit.
is gonna
dude.
be great. This is gonna be a great moment. The fact that she has a sex form that has to be no liability, I'm like, I might get hurt. I might sprain both of my ankles on this bad boy right here. This is gonna be a breeze. I'm gonna be dreaming about this. It's gonna be like, you ever had like that meal that you that like at a fancy ass restaurant, and then you're like, damn, I gotta go back to that restaurant. You want to go back to that girl. But my move of choice, what I do is I eat and then I go down, I go lower, and if she hikes her butt up a little bit, I'm like,
Hey.
okay. She
Nature.
hikes it up a little bit, and she goes like that. You know how they do it. You know how they do that. They're like, if you go a little low, I'm like,
What was that?
I
What was that?
see.
Okay.
I see. And that's when you grab. That's when you grab her one
These
leg.
are
And you just
cues.
raise
These
it
are
all the way up,
human
and you be like this.
cues
This
to
whole
what's
section.
happening.
This whole section
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah.
I
It's a
believe they
plate.
call it
I'm
a
about to lay
spread
it up.
eagle.
Yeah. Pop.
In the
like,
opposite
yeah.
direction, though, if it was like, you'd be like, okay, all right, you come back. That's
Yeah, you
it.
stop that shit. That means,
Alright,
yo,
so-
oh shit, oh.
So all right. So you know what?
We're
So you-
avoiding a fucking situation. Let's not do any of this shit.
You gotta.
Let's get
You gotta do
clothes.
that. You gotta do that. What you
Okay,
call it
no,
line,
okay,
man?
All right, cool. That's cool.
You have to do that Back to the Future line. You may not like it, but your friends are gonna love it.
Bringing it back
Tell
to media. What's up?
Tell
Okay.
Tell them. I want you to tell your friends what I almost did to you, but you didn't want to do it.
Sometimes
I guarantee
it's
you
kind
it's
of
gonna
hot
eat them
because
up
you
inside.
know that they're gonna talk about what you just
Yeah.
did because you fucking killed it. You
Hashtag
fucking
Back to the
done it,
Future
dog.
2.
Good job, dog.
He tried to eat my
Oh,
ass.
he did.
And they be like, he did. He tried to do what?
All right, and then they start checking you out. Like, I see you out there.
And he's
Okay.
on Instagram? I can't believe he's on Instagram. What? This ass eater's on Instagram just... Is he going to lunch right now? I can't believe it.
Yeah, you're gonna hashtag Back to the Future hashtag 2, right? Number 2 because it's the butthole, right? No.
Oh
All right.
boy.
Oh, my God,
I'm too
dog.
wrecked.
It's
I'm done.
crazy, man.
What's next on the list,
Man,
dog?
Oh, shit. I think we covered everything. I mean, we could jump to Scott Pilgrim animated series, but...
Dude,
Yeah,
I think that
whatever,
I mean we've been on for like over an hour and a half.
Yeah, I gotta find some music to end us out with. I'm gonna go back to Epidemic Sounds.
Shout out Epidemic,
See
hashtag
what
Epidemic Sound, aka Epidemic Sound, best whatever sound library out there. It's all good. You know, epidemicsound.com.
What are you doing? What are you doing, Adam?
Just letting the people know, epidemicsound.com. Hit us up with, you know, maybe like we would take a sponsorship. What's happening? Anyway.
Oh yes.
After the conversation we just had, you think we're gonna be sponsored?
And you know what? They have
Why not?
shocking music for that exact situation on
Why not?
epidemicsound.com. They got every soundbite you want. Where? Epidemicsound.com. That's what I heard. Pat.
Why not, bro?
What was that place that
Like-
you told me about? What was that called?
What?
Epidemicsound.com.
We're gonna get
Okay.
Epidemicsounds.com.
Dog,
That's
we're
what
gonna
I
get
heard.
we're gonna get a cease and desist letter.
You guys are talking about.
Please do not associate us with your
Be like,
podcast.
yo, we're sponsored, bitch. Epidemicsound.com, motherfucker. Sound.
I
claps.
think the name of this episode is gonna be called Allegations.
Epidemic Sound.
Yeah, because I think that's all it is. It's just full of allegations, man. Nothing's been confirmed, but it's all allegations, man. And sometimes that's all people need, dog. Just allegations, man, and it's terrifying. It's a scary world.
Okay, do we
let's see
have
how this
recommended
song
media
plays out.
before we go out? How about that? Anybody got recommended media?
Oh, as a matter of fact, yeah, we could do. We suggested who.
Yeah,
who
yeah,
wanna
yeah.
suggest something, man.
I got. Nintendo
go.
Switch owners, y'all download Ninjala. All right, we're gonna be on it. It's a free download. All right, it's a Royal Rumble. There's all kinds of shit to it. Just check it out. Ninjala, free download. Ninja.
Yeah, Royal Rumble.
Yeah, Royal Rumble. Yeah.
Royal Rumble. I don't even know what accent that was. It's a Royal Rumble.
That was a 3-beer accent. That's what that was.
What about you, Josh or Kevin? What do y'all want to suggest to the peoples?
Go ahead, Josh.
I just want to say YouTube.
Yo,
And watch
I can't
as
hear you,
much-
buddy. I can't hear you. Can you guys hear him?
No.
Dude, I swear to you, I've been saying stuff and I've been like, man, these guys are just not. None of my jokes are landing.
Oh, that's why the
You know what
conversation's been so
sucks?
smooth?
You know what's gonna
No, they all
about
suck.
that?
No, all the
The
jokes
fact
suck.
that I'm
Like, all the
get
jokes
that
suck,
freaking
man.
audio, and it's just gonna be him just rambling on and we're just talking.
I shut up. I mean, I'm
I have to-
kind. I shut up after a little bit, but I'm not getting
Oh.
no laughs, man. No laughs. Are you serious?
Didn't hear you, man. You wanna regurgitate those jokes, dog? I'll give you a laugh track.
Shit.
I'll give you a laugh
Hey,
track,
that's
man.
on you.
No, it's horrible, man. They'll just be on. You know, it doesn't matter because this podcast is for the listeners, right? So they're gonna think it's funny if it was or if it wasn't. If you guys liked
Kevin,
it, please
that shit was
comment
hilarious,
in
though.
the
Good shit, dog.
in any of our posts. We'll pick them up. Yeah. So yeah. No, I have nothing to say. I'm ashamed.
No, wait.
Of my
you gotta
jokes.
suggest something, dog. You gotta suggest
Yeah,
something.
what's your
We're in
suggested?
We suggested.
Okay, so I went through my DVDs recently, and I found this one gem. I don't know where you're gonna find it. You're probably never gonna find it, but it's called Lady Hawk. Watch that shit. Kinda erotic. Weirdly,
It seemed like one of those erotic 80s,
Yeah.
70s movies.
it was.
like,
Yeah, it was with that
Barbarella.
dude that was Blind Fury, or whatever. The
Did
blonde
you
dude
happen
from
to see
Blade
where
Runner.
people could view it right now online, perhaps?
YouTube, and also on YouTube, you can check out every news station about everything that's going on, and keep on watching it, because shit is getting weird. That's it.
Okay. Kevin, what you?
I have nothing new to suggest. I'm still watching Hannibal, the series.
It's good.
What
It's
season are you on
really
right
good.
now?
You're not, like...
I'm at the end of season
Ugh.
2.
I still haven't finished season 1 yet.
Gets
I
good.
stopped
Pat.
watching after
I
the.
don't think I'm going to check that bitch out.
Well, I mean, it's not even horror, man. It's more gory than anything.
Is it like
I
Dexter,
haven't-
kind of, in that sense?
Worse.
Bro, I think
worse?
honestly it's right there, very close to like Mindhunter and True Detective season 1. It's just
Yeah.
that because it was on NBC, they don't
Mental.
show any
It's a mental
nudity.
game.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's right there, man. It's really good.
It's a big
If
time.
it was like a Hulu or Netflix exclusive, you think this shit would be badass?
Yeah,
Yeah, I can see that.
for sure.
Like it would be
I can see
disgusting. Like
I
damn.
just
surprised that
want to say
none of
something.
those things picked it up.
Everything he's serving everybody at every single dinner
Oh my god.
is human people.
But dog,
That's all I want to say.
how good does that shit look though?
It looks disgusting, to be honest with you. I'm not with any of it. All that food, you can
Get
keep
me
it.
back,
Rich can
dog,
keep
dog.
it. I'm
Get
cool
out
with
of
it.
here, dog. That food is good
I'm
as
deucing,
fuck,
man.
dog.
I'm deucing on that, bro.
That because you know.
You know
that
what?
it's
They could
animal.
hide it for me in like
You know,
a
It's
jumb-
disgusting,
jambalaya
okay?
or
It
some
really
shit
looks
like that.
nasty.
That'd
It's
be
all like
the only way.
lukewarm food, man.
I would eat
He only
it.
kills rude people. He only kills rude people. If you were in that universe and you didn't know who Hannibal is, you just thought that he was a chef. Dog, he had a party or something like that. There was a lady who was saying like, oh, I remember he used to have like parties or something like that. And he used to have the best food. And I'm like, this dude fed peoples, man. He fed people to people, dog. Like a group of people. He said, oh, and they were like, oh, when are you going to have your next one? And it's like, yo, this guy is, he's a level of like,
It's sadistic.
crazy. Yeah, man. It's like, yo, I don't know if does
He's
he get
feeding
enjoyment
people
out of feeding
shrooms and
people to
shit?
people?
He does. He does. So, Pat, you haven't. You obviously haven't reached the episode yet, but I'm gonna spoil something. There's a scene where he is feeding someone a piece of their own leg, and as they're eating it, he's smiling. Like he does enjoy it for sure.
It's disgusting,
Wait,
man.
I got a question. Is it?
He has like a grin.
The what you call it? The detective's
Right?
wife?
He's not like
No,
glaringly
it's-
smiling.
Cancer.
It's
He's just
the
like-
guy that is pretending that he's him. The guy that's like taking credit for the murders.
Oh,
that he
I know that
committed.
guy.
Yeah, he cuts his
Yeah.
leg and is like feeding it to him.
Does he cook it?
Jesus.
Yeah. And he cooks it like that, like all fancy and everything, and
The whole leg?
yeah.
He put some seasoning. What he put?
Disgusting,
what do you
man. I
think?
can't take it.
What do you
I
think
think Pat
Hannibal
cut
put on?
out.
Do you think he put Goya? I
Think
hear
we're
you,
gonna tell him
Josh,
He's too
but he's frozen.
he's too sophisticated for
He put-
Goya, bro. He's
You don't think he used
I
Goya?
think he's just a regular salt and pepper guy.
Oh my god, trash. Trash. No seasoning, dog.
But you know what
Hey.
though? I noticed what he does a lot. He mixes it with like vegetables, so he'll throw in garlic and tomatoes and peppers.
Oh, so he uses like organic
Yeah.
kind of thing. I got a question. If Hannibal was to cook you, how would you want him to serve you up?
Grilled, tender though.
fried.
Side of rice.
And to who? What's the party? What's the party? Who's
All my
attending the
exes,
party?
they get my dick in their mouth one more time, bitch. What's up?
Wow. Oh my
I mean, if
god.
we're gonna go there,
You know-
I'm gonna fucking go there all the way, dog. There's no reason for that shit. Only
I would
for
say-
the mean ones, though. And there was
I
like
would
one.
love for him to throw a party for all these people that don't want to wear their masks, and then they have to. They're eating. They're
Yeah.
eating something that maybe like some homeless bum or something. I don't know.
Shut.
That's good. I like that. My suggestion is going to be an anime. It's called My Hero Academia. I've been rewatching that. It's really good, man. And it takes me back to what Ralph said on the podcast.
Shout out
long time ago.
Ralph.
Actually, it wasn't that long. It was like 3 weeks ago. Rafa, when he said the whole thing about like, he said, "Yo, what's a scene that is not supposed to make you cry, but it does?" And a lot of that scenes happen in animes. Like, there's a lot of these moments that's like, man, this guy is so, like,
It's
he
the
is
music,
so hell-bent
man.
on- yeah, it's the music.
The music.
Anything that has like violins,
Something about
it's
it.
uplifting. Violins are like really uplifting.
Yeah.
It's an uplifting instrument, but you know it can also be sad too. But when it's in the right key, it can be really uplifting, and the
They could
strings
do
are
every
just like any
emotion,
string
dog.
instrument. Yeah, man, it really gets you going, and it's like, yeah, this dude, he doesn't have any quit. I'm a fan of people who don't have any quit, man, because you know I almost cried in Armageddon because what's that dude's name? Bruce Willis character. You know, he doesn't know how to quit. You know, some sad shit, bro.
I mean,
see how I try to
most
butch
of
it up?
Bruce Willis's
Something's wrong with me,
characters
man.
don't know how to quit.
I try to butch it up, like, you know, you don't know how to quit. You know what I mean? You fucking pussies. Try to butch it up just so I could make myself more manly when I'm talking about sensitive stuff. I need some help. But okay, I think that's been our podcast. I'm going to play some music here. It's called Aurora.
Called
By
Aurora.
Aurora. Homebody. It's called Homebody, where we all are right now.
Ramrod?
Well, we might be in the future based on this COVID numbers that have been going up 5,000 every day. We've been hitting 5,000, and President Trump is saying the only reason why we're getting more numbers is because we're testing more. Bruh, if that ain't the stupidest logic in the world, dog. And people are like, yeah, he's so right. I'm like, oh, yo, I am so happy that I'm not on Facebook anymore. Yo, that shit is like an emotion lifted, dog. Because it's like I know people, but now I don't know how the people who I know think anymore. So I just think about them in like positive lights. If that makes any sense, dog. I don't know how you think anymore. So now I think of you in positive light. So if somebody was to ask me about you,
obliviousness is where you're at, dog.
But you know the bad part about not being connected is they get upset with you when you don't know about their fucking life, yo. Like, I have people that are deeply into Facebook, and when I see them and we hang out, they get offended that I don't know anything about what they've been documenting online.
Yo,
which is crazy.
Josh, I got a question. Have you ever told anybody, like, have you ever told your family you want to shoot a fade when they do that to you?
No, but I'm gonna do this shit, yeah.
And if they get mad at you, I can't believe that you didn't even know that it was my birthday. Damn, I'm sorry. You want to shoot a fade? You can't do that to my brothers because they really would. So I don't do that. Oh, okay.
Let's do it. Ding ding.
But I think that'd be pretty funny to say to somebody, "Oh, you want to shoot a fade?" Like, "Oh, damn." Catch them off guard. You know, you just put your hands up, like, "Come on, let's go." You mad, right? You need some music? I can put that fight music on by what's the D12? Wrong song.
Okay, what's D12? Salagata.
Fight music. This kind of music, use it. It'll make you do shit.
No, I don't have it off the top.
It's fight music.
No, I'm sure it is. I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Well, this is Aurora, Homebody. It's a dreamy, euphoric song, dude. This shit just, yo, the sound just came from my right ear, and I thought some fucking monster or something was. I'm over here looking to the right, like, what the fuck? Yeah, man. Once again,
thought that Roni was coming, huh?
I've been Pat.
This is Kev.
This is Josh.
This is Adam.
And we've been us, and y'all been y'all. And I hope everybody had a ball. See y'all next week.
Mandate somebody to wear a mask knowing that that mask is killing people. It literally is killing people. And the people are waking up, and we know what citizens arrest is, because citizens arrests are already happening, okay? And every single one of you that are obeying the devil's laws are going to be arrested. And you, doctor, are going to be arrested for crimes against humanity. Every single one of you have a smirk behind that little mask.
Yo, I have to tell you guys,